Section 9, question 1. If y equals x cubed minus x over x squared, what is dy by dx? The first thing that I need to do is to split this up. So it's going to be x cubed over x squared minus x over x squared. So I'm just preparing to differentiate just now. So remember, for indices for division you subtract. So x cubed over x squared is x, and x over x squared is x to the minus 1, since the power up is 1, 1 to the way to is minus 1. Now differentiate. So remember that if you differentiate a constant, it becomes, if you differentiate x rather, it becomes 1. Bring the power down, multiply, take 1 away from the power, so minus 1 times minus is going to give me plus x to the minus 2. That can be written as 1 plus 1 over x squared, and that's option B. And then question 2, given that f of x equals the square root of x plus 2 over x squared, find f dash 4. I'm just going to first of all prepare to differentiate, so root x will be x to the 1/2. I'm going to bring x squared up, and that will be 2x to the minus 2. I'm then going to differentiate, so bring the power down, multiply, take 1 away from the power. So it's going to be a half x to the minus 1/2. Since 1/2 take away 1 is 1/2 take away 2 over 2, which means 1/2. Bring that down, and that will be minus 4x to the minus 3. Can then bring the power back down, and that's 1 over 2x to the positive 1/2 minus 4 over, bring x to minus 3 back down, and that's x cubed. For the purposes of making a substitution, I'm going to reintroduce the square root symbol, so that's 1 over 2 lots of the square root of x minus 4 over x cubed. So that's f dash x. I'm looking for, the question's looking for f dash 4. So I'm going to sub in 4, so f dash 4 is equal to 1 over 2 times the square root of 4 minus 4 over 4 cubed. F dash 4 equals 1 over 2 times root 4, root 4 is 2, so that's 2 times 2, that's 1 over 4, minus 4 over 4 cubed. 4 cubed, 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. I'm just going to simplify 4 over 64, so I can divide top and bottom by 4, and that's 1 over 16. I'm going to get a common denominator of 16, and that's 4 over 16, take away 1 over 16, and the final answer is 3 over 16. Section 9, question 3. What is the derivative of 1 over 4x cubed? Well, derivative means to differentiate. So I'm going to first of all prepare to differentiate and bring the x cubed up, and that will be 1/4 x to the minus 3. I'm going to differentiate, bring the power down, multiply, take 1 away from the power. So minus 3 times a quarter is minus 3/4 x to the minus 4. I'm going to bring x to the minus 4 back down, and that's minus 3 over 4x to the power positive 4, and that's option D. Section 9, question 4. If y equals 1 over x cubed minus cos 2x, find dy by dx. So I'm asked to differentiate here. So I've got this algebraic element to differentiate, and also the trig element. Now here is the appropriate part of the formula sheet, which tells me to differentiate cos 2x to get minus 2 sin 2x, so that's fairly straightforward. I'm going to first of all prepare to differentiate, so bring the x cubed up, and that will be x to the minus 3 minus cos 2x, and I'm just going to differentiate each element, so x to the minus 3 becomes minus 3x to the minus 4. Now, if I differentiate cos 2x, you can see clearly enough that cos 2x will be minus 2 sine 2x, but if there's already a minus in front, then it would be plus 2 sine 2x. That is the final answer. Section 9, question 5, given that y equals 3 sine x plus cos 2x, find dy by dx. So these are easy lifts from the formula sheet. 3 sine x, differentiate sine, you get cos, that becomes 3 cos 2x. Differentiate cos ax, and you get minus a sine ax. So cos 2x becomes minus 2 sine 2x. That's the final answer. Section 9, question 6, differentiate 1 plus 2 sine x all to the power 4 with respect to x. This is a chain rule question. So a chain rule question is, generally speaking, that you differentiate a bracket. So differentiate the bracket and multiply by the derivative that was inside the bracket. So a bracket to the power 4 becomes 4 lots of the bracket to the power 3. So that's 4 bracket 1 plus 2 sine x all cubed, multiplied by the derivative that was inside the bracket. Well, 1 goes, that differentiates to give nothing, and 2 sine x, differentiate that to 2 cos x. I'm just going to tidy it up. So 4 times 2 cos x will go at the front, so that'll be 8 cos x, bracket 1 plus 2 sine x all cubed. Section 9, question 7. Given that y equals the square root of 3x squared plus 2, find dy by dx. Well, this is going to be a chain rule question. I'm going to first of all change the square root to 3x squared plus 2 to the power 1/2. Chain rule, differentiate the bracket and multiply by the derivative of what's inside the bracket. So a bracket to the power 1/2 becomes half of the bracket to the power minus 1/2. So a half take away 1, half take away 2 over 2, that's minus 1/2. Multiply by derivative of what's inside the bracket. Differentiate 3x squared and you get 6x. Differentiate 2 and it goes. I'm now just going to tidy this up. So 6x times a half. Well, first of all, in fact, 6x times 1 is going to be up top. I'm then going to bring 3x squared plus 2 to the minus half down bottom. And that will be 3x squared plus 2 all to the power 1/2 with 2 at the side. 6 over 2 will cancel down to 3, so that's 3x bracket, or 3x over rather, the square root of 3x squared plus 2. That's the final answer. Section 9, question 8. Given that f of x equals 4 minus 3x squared to the power minus, all to the power minus 1/2, find f dash x. So we've got a bracket to a power that we're differentiating, so differentiate the bracket and multiply by the derivative of what's inside the bracket. We've got 4 options there. So a bracket to the minus 1/2 becomes minus half of the bracket to the power minus 3 over 2, since minus a half take away 1, minus a half take away 2 over 2 is minus 3 over 2. I'm then going to multiply that by the derivative of what's inside the bracket. So differentiate 4 and it goes, and minus 3x squared becomes minus 6x when differentiated. I've got minus a half times minus 6x, which would be positive 3x, bracket 4 minus 3x squared, all to the power minus 3 over 2. And that is option D.